Whoa. So.
And
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yo, that's what I said. This is so interesting. When I'm ready to open the show, it's like I'm ready to get on the field. Like I can't wait. I'm counting down the minutes to start yapping and start making fun of Keith and ragging on Farace. Because we are in season 7, episode 9 of the Puto in the Book show. Okay. So we've been going on for a little bit here. We're doing pretty good. I'm Steve Rodriguez. My one of our partners, one of our stooges, basically, is out today. He's doing some naughty stuff with some friends. I don't know what he's doing. I said naughty, but I'm just making a wild guess. Mr. Farace, Mama Farace, I hope you watch this show, even though your baby boy's not here. We'll try to entertain you as best we can. So Farace, hooky, we got the big guy right here, Mr. Keith Lares. Yeah, he's pumping it up.
what's up, fellas?
What's going on?
A lot. We talk about the dumpster fire.
Listen, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff for another hour. Okay.
Do we want to make fun of Farace a little more before?
I would like to make fun of Farace because I know he's right
behind
you, bro. Oh, and let's not forget, dude, my apologies. Producer Joe behind the wall, running the show, doing his thing, being the man. Sorry about that, Producer Joe.
Producer Joe in the house.
What's up? Talk to me.
I'm feeling good, man. We got a win last night. We got a win.
Oh,
we won a game.
What is that?
We won a game.
Like this, huh?
Is that the unusually long thing that Joe was talking about earlier, or?
No. Joe doesn't know about the long
No.
things. Trust me. I've seen him
in my mouth a little bit.
He doesn't know anything about unusual long things. Farace's watching you, Lars. He's right behind you. Look at his bald head. I can see it. Oh, look how freaky that is.
That's scary right there. Look,
It's like he's
that's even worse.
Oh my God. All right. Cover him up, man. Cover him up, man.
Why don't we jump right into it, Rodriguez?
Let's talk about.
Oh, wait. We got to start the show, man.
Oh,
Ready?
let's do it.
Yo!
Put up the bullets!
Welcome
I
back.
saw Brian Hom sucks in the office, and he didn't suck so much because he didn't really get into the whole anything that would make me think he sucks.
Brian Hom sucks always to the
Brian
max.
Holmes always sucks. And I saw him yesterday, and I was so annoyed to see his stupid, smiling, happy-go-lucky, great face that I wanted to punch him.
He really is happy-go-lucky.
Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Do you think he'd be happy-go-lucky if he had Jorge Lopez on his team?
Joe, I know how you feel. I know how you feel. He tries. So
you know what? We got plenty of time to talk about Jorge.
We could talk. No. Let's rip that Band-Aid right off, dude, because that's the worst thing that has happened to us.
I think the Mets effed
3 weeks.
up. I think the Mets as an organization effed that up. Look, he was out of line. He was out of line throwing his glove. He was out of line with his obscenities. But the man said why didn't they have a translator there with him? This man doesn't speak English, and the man was trying to say, I'm the worst teammate in the MLB, and they cut him. And you know what? Honestly, I don't feel like they should have cut him. I mean, look, he'd been up and down. He had moments of brilliance, and then he also shit the bed terribly, but I don't think he deserved to be cut after that. I mean, I think that was a knee-jerk reaction. A little bit of a mistake there.
I definitely think it was a knee-jerk reaction. It was it felt like an emotional reaction. When I first heard what he said, I did not think at all he said the worst team. I kind of understood he was referring to himself. And then there's a little background to that, right? He's got a lot of personal stuff going on. He's got his child is critically ill, from what I understand. I don't know the details on that, so I'm not going to get into that. But he's got a lot of emotional stuff going on. He had a really bad reaction to what the situation was. He should not have done that with the glove.
Is that Ruger?
Should not have done that, but
is that Ruger?
Yeah. Oh, you hear him? Yeah, that's Ruger. Ruger, he's pissed off at something. He's probably pissed off at Jorge Lopez.
He's pissed off that we cut Jorge. But yeah, no, right. Go ahead. Keep going. I'm sorry. Go on.
No. I was wrapping up anyway. I was just saying that I do, back to what you were saying, it was a knee-jerk reaction. I do think it was a big-time knee-jerk reaction, a little emotional, and I think that we should have taken a step back before cutting him. There's two things to that, right? These kind of things only really happen to the Mets. I'm sorry. I mean, there's how many other teams in baseball that do not have these kind of issues? Mets consistently have these kind of issues. Just speaking from the other side of things. And I think Mets management is just tired of dealing with this kind of crap. So they jump to it. So, I have no hate for the guy. I also understand why the Mets did it. I wish we gave him another chance because he was doing a decent job, except for that one game, obviously, out of the bullpen. I don't know. What do you think, Rodriguez?
Listen. When all is said and done, I do feel for the guy if he has some personal problems. I'm sorry he's having them. I hope they get better. I hope he can deal with them and move on with his life in that sense. But here's the however. The however is that you are paid by this team to be a professional ball player. And sometimes, and what I'm trying to say is all the time you are paid to represent the organization. So you're represented between the lines where you play a great game and you do a great job, and you have to represent it when you're out of there. Okay, you have to represent yourself as a good person, as the organization being a good organization. All that nonsense, it goes with it. That's why you get paid. So at the end of the day, he messed up. He's paying the price. Some other team will pick him up. He said, I saw I'm the worst effing teammate on the worst MLB
That's
team.
What I heard at first too.
That's what I see. He said, if they don't want me here, he knew that he had burned his bridges because of the way he acted. And at the end of the day, for us to always be called a terrible organization and not deal with things, now we just dealt with things. This management here that we have right now, okay, does not play. It's not, let's give you 10 chances. It's you got to perform right now, and you got to do your job right now, and you got to represent right now, or you're done.
That's how David Stern's attitude, right?
If you're gonna play,
unless your name is Pete or Francisco. But go ahead.
Unless you're the superstar, get it through your head. That's reality. You could complain all you want. You're not the superstar.
No, I know. You're right.
Okay, that's how it's gonna work, bro. It's
Pete Alonso have a lot more back to the card.
No, right. So you throw McNeil in there, that superstar category. Huh?
I do not throw McNeil in that superstar category either, because McNeil is a hothead. So the Mets already know this. This is something that they know, all right, and they've been dealing with. So if he blows up, they know it's on them. It's not something that he just did and then they have to react to it. They know what could be coming with McNeil because he's liable to throw bad or break it or do something stupid. That's how McNeil acts. Plus, what does he do? He hits 260 after he signs a brand new contract. The only 300 hitter we had on this team bats 260, 261 per the Farace bald-headed genius, as he likes to call himself. So there's only two superstars on this team, bro. Lindor and the polar bear. That's it. Everybody else is there to help them win championships.
Alvarez.
He's not a superstar yet.
Yeah. I would say Senga is, even though he's injured. I would say
Yeah,
Senga
I was
is.
going to say
Senga's not a
Senga,
superstar.
but he's not an everyday player. Yeah.
Senga's not a
Right,
superstar.
but
He pitched 1 year and now he's hurt.
just a
Come on.
quick thought on those items, especially since Lindor and Alonso were mentioned. As I was saying before,
Somebody's
Alonso
been
and
hitting
Lindor
pretty
have
well.
a lot more of back of the card status to back them up than somebody like Jorge Lopez has. Alonso, even if he's going to bat 220, he's still going to hit 40. He's still going to have over 100 RBIs, and that's some serious production. Same thing with Lindor. Even when his average is good, he's got the power and he's got the capability to drive in runs, and that's some serious production again. Where with Jorge Lopez, he does so much have that. And to your point, Rodriguez, the Mets have been a laughing stock with these stupid incidents and tolerating it and letting it go. And the Mets organization is done with that. So the swift action to get rid of him was warranted. I get it. I still feel bad for the guy. But
yeah, you can feel as bad as you want, but that's the reality of it. And that's how they're going to proceed from now on. So
and
be
the
prepared.
further reality of it,
Be
the
prepared.
Braves are going to sign him, and he's going to come back and he's going to destroy us. That's how it goes.
He's gonna also hit a home run.
Is that what you want to happen? I don't want it to happen. So I'm not thinking that. I don't care what he does.
But man, we have a history, man. It's no.
Don't get too sentimental. We'll find somebody else. Next in line. That's why we have a minor leagues.
Totally agree. And with the whole history thing, but that's what we're trying to break by cutting this kind of crap
Quick
immediately.
snap, quick and done.
Yeah.
See you later. And then start making roster moves right away.
You're right. Good
So
point.
think
man.
about that.
I got to tell you the truth. This has definitely got a different. First of all, I don't know. We've had a worse run than we did last week. That felt terrible losing so many games in the ninth.
I don't know. I remember May. What was it?
We've had some bad runs. Yeah, we've had bad runs, but I mean, so many blown saves and overtime losses. I mean, it was gut wrenching. But
when the Mets suck, it's always in May.
There's
still but turn that around though.
There's still a different feeling with Stearns and Mendoza. It doesn't quite feel as
hopeless.
Hopeless, exactly. Hopeless.
But Joe, listen to me. Turn that around. Turn all those losses around and really think about them. We weren't blown out in too many of those. Maybe a couple, to be honest, that we were actually out of the game. And in most games, we were leading. And then for some reason, our offense dies, our middle relief goes crazy, our closer blows the game. So I was at one of those games. So remember this. We were very competitive. And when we lost really bad, we'd come back and throw 7 or 8 runs on the other team. And if our bullpen held and if our closer held, we'd win the game. So we're not that bad of a team as it looks on the paper. I know it's still 10 games below 500, but we've lost some really competitive games. We've lost a lot of games in the lead. So the talent is there to play the game. It's just sustaining, 9 innings for some reason. It's not happening. We're not playing offense, defense, and pitching. We're not playing. All those 3 factors are not coming in. We can't hit sometimes. Our middle relief sucks, or we make errors. You guys have seen this, and it's been constant. So I'm hoping that it changes. I know you guys have seen Lindor starting to hit, and Pete, he's back. Thank God. He almost got hurt, right, Keith? What about that?
He'll be back. He's listed day to day right now. They don't see anything broken. They're still taking a look at some of the X-rays from the last thing I read, but that's a huge relief. I mean, we don't need Pete down. I know people get hard on him and stuff because he struggles, but I mean, if you look at his production, it's still top in the league. I mean, he's not the best right now, but he's still got
one hot streak away. 1 hot streak away, bro, from climbing and being the top 2 in the league.
40. I mean, this is not normal for somebody to constantly hit 40 home runs a year. This is a generational thing. It happens
40
in
and 100. It's 40 and 100, Keith. Think
40
about
and
that.
100. Yeah, I
So
mean,
that's a lot. That's a
it's
good
not
production,
normal.
even for a low average hitter. But I expect him to be that, don't you? He's a big old school type of slugger.
I have the faith in him to, and I know everybody's like, well, he's already maturing. He's 30 or almost 30. I think he's 29, right? Sometimes hitters come into their own around 31, 32. I expect him to be a little bit more of a choice hitter in the coming years because I think he's a smart player. I think right now he's just frustrated. He's trying to make up the difference for the other struggles on the team. And I
That's
think
exactly it.
yeah, I think
That's
he's swinging a little
exactly it.
harder at things than he should. But I also think he's baseball intelligent. Because if you watch his growth since he's come up from the minors, he has improved on his glove. He's made so many improvements. He understands the game. And I think he has the ability to become a better hitter. And when I say better hitter, I mean like 260, max 270. But that would be fantastic.
270 would be 270 with 40 home runs and 100 RBIs and 100 runs. I mean,
fantastic.
That's a Hall of Fame resume right there.
Yeah.
You know, so when you got a guy like that, and then you got a Lindor who comes in and can be a really great offensive player. He proved yesterday. He went 4 for 4 yesterday. Okay,
Yep.
and if he starts to heat up, I think he's actually been hitting for the last 8 games. He's been hitting fairly well. I think he's got like an 8 or 9 game hitting streak or something like that. So that's not bad. He's starting to warm up. And then you have Big Pete warming up, and hopefully now that they've made those roster changes, they're keeping the hot guy. You know, somebody brought up a Dominic Smith and a Pete Alonso reference to me.
Nah, that was me. Well,
Right, that was you. Oh gosh,
Yeah.
It was you, wasn't it? Okay, and that's a very good analogy. What could happen if Batty ends up being the Dominic Smith and Vientos ends up being the Pete Alonso? The power is there. Vientos has the power, like Alonso. He can hit the ball a million miles, and he's playing adequate third base. So, what do you think of your own analogy? And producer Joe, I want to hear what you think about that too, because I kind of like that, and I'm kind of rooting that way in a way because he's a local guy. You know, what do you guys think?
He's talking about Beatty or Vientos?
Vientos. I'm thinking about Vientos becoming the new polar bear third base on the other corner.
I think Vientos has more potential than Beatty. I think Beatty isn't up to the challenge of New York. I think Beatty will be fine in a small market team. He's not doing real well under the big lights. Vientos, I think he needs a little more time to develop, but I think he needs that time to develop in the major leagues, getting major league at bats, because he's got what it takes to make it in New York. And yes, he has the potential, 10-20% potential to be a superstar, not like, oh geez, look, Farace falling asleep, something, dude. You don't join the show, but you're making commentary. What, you know what? Shut up, Farace. Shut up, I said.
All right, now, Keith, what do you think?
I think it's funny that Joe just told Farace to shut up. Get him out of here, Joe. Kick him out. So you and I were talking. I was like, well, I hope Beatty don't.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. He hasn't joined because I'm afraid of the signal here. I'm afraid of the signal
he's
here.
Afraid of everything. He's a little.
I don't want to connect because of the signal on my 14th whiskey. So I don't want to connect.
Yeah. Alcoholism's more important than this show to me.
Yes.
So I had said to Rodriguez, I hope Beatty doesn't become the next Dom Smith. And then Rodriguez came up with a good point. He said, well, Dom Smith, being Dom Smith, brought along Alonso a lot quicker. So is Vientos that person? And I hope so. I mean, I always believed in Vientos. I think we all did, right? Even the fans. And we were being patient with understanding the Mets sending him down, bringing him up, sending him down. But he's up now, and he's been fairly consistent. I think he can get better with time. His glove is better. He's more athletic than Beatty because let's be honest, even though Beatty has his defense after working with Lindor has been looking great, you know, he looks a little clumsy out there compared to somebody like a Vientos who makes it look more smooth, has a little bit of a better arm. I would love to see Vientos succeed. But bottom line, I don't care who succeeds. I just want somebody succeeding at third base because before like the Howard Johnson and David Wright era, third base has been a revolving door for the Mets for so many years. Don't want to get into that kind of era again. Hope Vientos comes up and locks down that position. That would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be great. Unfortunately, Beatty leaving is sad for him. You know, he just has to go back down there and work himself back up because at the end of the day, there's going to be a lot of cuts at the end of this year with this team. There's going to be some guys leaving, and it's going to open positions up. I think next year spring training. Oh God!
What the hell was that?
What the hell was that?
What's going on, fellas?
How many drinks are you in there, buddy?
Hey, Farace.
What's happening?
You at a Met bar?
A what?
You watching the Mets?
No, that's this is what comes from watching the Mets.
I just want to say that we said nothing disparaging or mean about you at all since the show started, so you don't need to go back.
One thing.
Well,
Many things.
what happened was I was sharing the show out, because I'm that great guy. I was sharing the show out, and I heard, but couldn't hear it crystal clear, so I do have to go back. I did hear Rodriguez mention my name, and there's just a small percentage of my brain that thinks it might have been in a derogatory manner.
No. He was saying how adorable you were. Those were his exact words.
Those were not my words. I'll tell you that right now.
That's true too. I had to join the show because I was watching, and I'm at a bar, and producer Joe's putting me to sleep while I'm at a bar. For Christ's sake. So
we were talking real quick about how like Dom Smith's struggles kind of led to Alonso's quick promotion to the majors, and how Bader's struggles kind of put Vientos in a position to kind of solidify himself in the majors. What do you think about that? Like, what do you think Vientos has what it takes? Do you think Vientos is better than Beatty?
It's not it's fine. Take a look. This is my crowd right now. Take a look around. This is the crowd.
Oh, it's packed.
It's jam packed. It's
Hey, it's the Yale
You're
House.
at a bar by yourself, drinking like a lonely alcoholic with a family at home.
Continue. I wish you wouldn't have said that. If Mama Farace is watching, I'm gonna get a text now. Everything okay? Yes. Yeah, sometimes it's gotta unwind.
You having trouble at home, son?
There'll be an intervention at his house.
All right, listen. All right, so let me chime in on the Vientos thing. I think that if Vientos can play defense the way he was playing it, which was perfectly fine, I think he can, just what we've seen this year and Beatty even into last year. I think he can far surpass anything that Beatty's doing. And I know Beatty's the lefty. I know we've had a billion third basemen, but I think Vientos is finding the stroke. He's got that Stanton swing to him.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Beatty. Remember Beatty before
it's the mustache.
Remember Beatty before his little hammy situation that he sat out for a couple of days. He's batting like 320, but that was through like what 9 games or something like that. Some short amount of time. And Vientos was doing it in the minors, and he came up and did it in the majors. And Beatty just has not shown it. So I think send him down. Fix the swing if it's able to be fixed. He's got to go back to that what he said, the confidence. Remember that? Remember?
Hit again.
Yeah. Remember that whole thing where he said, he had to, come to the realization that he's one of the 30 best third basemen in the world if he's playing in the major leagues and as a starting third baseman. And somehow after that hammy thing, it kind of went to the wayside, I think. Because
Yeah, and I
he's
think
looked pretty lost.
Rodriguez and I were both saying, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Rodriguez, we both agreed that Vientos is just more of an athlete.
Rodriguez agreed with you?
I think so, right, Rodriguez?
The hell's going on?
I listen. I just know he played shortstop when he was younger. So you go from shortstop to third base. It's a natural transition. It's not hard to do.
Oh, yeah.
So he should be able to pick up the base and play well.
Wow, but I mean, that dude, he just needs to hit. I mean, that he was drafted on his bat, not his glove, and now we're complimenting his glove and complaining about his bat.
No. I keep on being muted. This is because of music. Producer Joe's producing.
I'm waiting for Keith to pick up a drink.
Background.
Keith, don't pick up a drink.
Wait. Ready? Let's go four square. Ready?
Oh,
There we go.
hello, let's go Mets tonight.
Let's go, Matt. A bunch of drunks doing a podcast.
Ding, 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 ding.
On a Friday night, what's better than that?
A lot of things.
All right, well, Keith, you continue to host, or whoever was doing the hosting duties. I'm just going to sit back and go. Oh, you were switching.
We're switch hitters.
You're swapping?
No. Actually, I'm not.
Look, this is what's going on right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of shot through all the topics already that you
Let's sit with the ball.
curious on some of your thoughts on a couple of things. For example, like I want to say emergence, because not that it wasn't there before, but Lindor's next level step up on his leadership, his clubhouse speech, and coming out and going 4 for 4. I think that's a moment for Lindor in his leadership and his leadership capabilities. What do you think?
Agree.
No, I do agree. I don't know if I said this to you guys in the chat.
I wasn't telling you to agree. I was agreeing. All right? I wasn't telling you. Agree.
Take another shot, Joe.
So, right.
Go sit with the barflies. Go sit with the barflies.
Very hairy arms. Very hairy arms.
Wow.
So I don't know if I said this, but I was thinking it like 3 or 4 games ago that the Mets need a captain. They need to name something. Like somebody's got to do this. But you know, in the end, you know, when they went and talked to Nemo, he said no. It was Francisco's idea. He stepped up. Now that's one part of it. You know, you could be that veteran leadership and say, let's have this meeting. I'm going to stand up here. I'm going to have this conversation with you guys, and you know, we need to fix something. Something's broken here, and it's got to be fixed. Tyrone Taylor. That's a great good idea.
Celebration thing they got going on. Well, what I call slapping that ass.
Well, slapping the ass.
Come on, man.
You would.
Something different. Yeah.
Listen, but you know that's one thing. But then to follow it up with a 4 for 4, 2 RBI with a home run night, that's really stepping it up. Like that's really taking it to the next level and being a you know, huge part of that win. So, but the key here is, you know, during that 12-3 stretch where we're won 12 out of 15, Pete and Lindor were hitting well, but then that just died. That the consistency is what we've been lacking over the last even couple of years. So you get the ball rolling and everything and falls off the cliff.
That consistency more from Lindor. I understand the streakiness of Alonso because he's a power hitter, like big time, and that's kind of how they're built. I do expect a little more consistency from Lindor, though, and especially at the start of the season. I hope that he improves in that going forward.
Oh wait, Rodriguez can't hear us.
No, you're very loud. So
oh, I'm loud. I'm sorry.
When you're not talking, mute it.
Producer Joe's supposed to do this.
See, now you're gonna piss him off.
I mean,
he was doing it before.
I mute him when he's not talking, but then, you know, I don't want to stop him from talking. You know what? I changed my mind. I want to stop him from talking. There you go.
Farace's a slacker. He doesn't come on the show.
Wait a minute. Here you go.
Late, and
there we go. We can talk.
We can talk.
And look at him. Look at that gleaming chrome dome. Look at that. Look at
So
that.
handsome.
Look at that bar fly in a bar on a Friday night. Where else would he be? Look at him. Look at him. Be ashamed.
Looks like a hairy nipple.
He is a hairy nipple. Oh my God. That was,
Hairy nipple.
oh, I gotta change his name. Hairy nipple. Hold on a minute.
He's a handsome hairy nipple.
There it is.
There's no such thing. There's no
Perfect.
such thing.
There it is.
The hairy nipple.
That's beautiful.
We
All
can't
right,
hear him.
let him talk. Do we let him talk? All right.
No.
Let him talk.
No.
All right.
I believe
Where's Terzio and these guys?
I don't
They're
know.
not commenting. I saw that they were watching with me when I was watching the show, but they're shy today. Friday shyness.
I don't know. Maybe they're having sex.
Friday night stuff. Friday night stuff.
All right, put me back on mute. Let's get to the next topic.
All right, then. Don't threaten me with
I think
it.
we shot through all the topics. I'm just kind of going backwards and getting your thoughts on things, Farace.
Oh, we have like about 5 other things to talk about, don't we?
Did we? What else do we have to talk about? I'm sorry.
Oof, that's tough. Turning his mic on is tough. Oof.
Yeah, I know.
The
Not
hairy.
as tough as he smells.
Well, all right. It's a game night, so we can go through the lineup, which Pete is part of tonight.
Yeah, it's good
Yeah,
to see you back. I mean,
Wow, the excitement that's just overwhelming here. Pete back in line. He had a big double yesterday.
Listen, Navajas got DFA.
He didn't want to be here anyway.
How about that? Nito came back. You guys said bad stuff
Well-
about Nito. He kept coming up like a wart.
What's the deal with the Yankee guy that we got? What's going on with this guy?
Julio Iglesias.
No, the catcher. The Yankees sold to somebody. We paid cash. Julio Iglesias.
Of all the baseballs I've
I loved before.
To all the girls I love before.
Okay,
All right.
I can't see that at all.
No one can.
So-
no
So
one can
tonight
see
we
that.
got Jordan Montgomery, who's 3-2 with a 4.69 ERA, 24 strikeouts on the year. Left-handed pitcher for Arizona going against Luis Severino, our personal Cy Young on the team. He's 2-2 with a 3.22 ERA, 50 strikeouts.
Cy Young, 2-2 with a 3.2 ERA. That's a Cy Young to you?
No. I said he's our Cy Young. I didn't say he's a league Cy Young.
Oh,
He's been our most consistent.
That's why he's
pitcher.
average. That's why he's average. He's our Cy Young.
No, he's been good this year. Give him a lot of credit. So
No, I don't. I call him by his name now. I don't call
Oh
him.
man,
his
look at Manea. Look at Manea's numbers. Even better, man. Come on.
Oh man, look at his numbers, man. Even his
You
better.
know something? F you. All right, I'll let you back when I feel.
How's Manaya doing?
Are you
and
gonna
then
be good?
for
Are you gonna be good?
our second
Are you
game
gonna be a good
against
boy? Are you gonna be a good
Arizona,
boy?
we have we're going up against
Yeah.
Blake.
Keith, you got to reel it back in, bro. You got to reel it back in.
Yep. I can't. Well, maybe I can mute everybody. We got Blake Walton. He's a left-handed pitcher for Arizona with a 2.16 ERA, 9 strikeouts. He's 0-0. I guess he's only probably had 1 or 2 starts. I don't know much about him. Going against our very own Sean Manea, also a lefty.
Is that Joe?
3-1 with 3.16 ERA and 47 strikeouts.
Good job, Sean.
What are we looking at for the third game?
Fourth game.
Oh, fourth game, right? Because yesterday was the first game. We're going up against Brandon Fad.
Brandon.
He's a righty.
This is a train wreck.
2-4 with
This
a
is a train wreck.
4.16 ERA, 63 strikeouts. Seems a little inconsistent. Looks like he gets shelled once in a while. Hopefully, we shell him. Against Jose Quintana, 1-5 with a 5.06 ERA, 39 strikeouts. Looks way worse than Pfats.
Great record.
So that's our next 3 games. We already won the first game. What are your predictions for the next 3 games against Arizona?
We're taking 3 out of 4.
So we're gonna win through the next 3 games. Which one do you think we're gonna lose?
Who's pitching tonight?
Tonight is pitching.
Tonight is pitching.
Tonight is tomorrow. Tonight is God.
Tonight is Sunday, I thought.
Who's pitching tonight, Joe? Can you put it back up? All right, let's pull it up on my phone.
Joe fell asleep.
Who do you want? Who do you want? Manaya?
Who's pitching tonight? Sebi says
Severino.
And who's pitching tomorrow? Oh wait. So who's pitching Sunday?
Manaya and then Quintana.
Oh, Quintana is Sunday. Okay. Listen, Quintana, his ERA is a lot worse than what he pitched. That was that one rough game that he had, or game and a half that was rough.
That's true.
But I think that'll be the game that we lose, the Quintana game.
I agree.
So we'll take 3 out of 4.
That's hilarious. His ERA is not as bad as it seems, but that's the game we're gonna lose.
No, I mean,
Poor
yeah.
guy.
Well, they also have facts.
Well, who would you choose to be a loser out of those 3 games?
Yeah,
Severino.
I'm the one that's
We're losing all weekend. I think we're
agree
winning
with
the
you.
next 3 games. We're
Oh.
sleeping this 4 games. We're not losing.
Oh, wait, where did all this sunshine and rainbows come from?
Because
Producer
the
Joe?
Diamondbacks suck worse than we do. I mean,
I don't-
we're
Well-
back. We're back. We're
But,
back. baby.
listen. Zach Gallen got hurt yesterday, and he's the ace of that staff. So,
and he's on my
Yeah, so-
fantasy team too. Thank you, Zach.
oh, damn.
Suck on that.
Here's actually, I'm switching it up. We're gonna lose tonight because our best pitcher is
What? Wait a minute. Get out of here. We're going to lose tonight. Get out of here. Get out of
Wow.
here. We're going to lose tonight.
He's like,
Well, we don't
great
give
and
run
powerful.
support to our best pitchers ever.
Try again, Keith. Try again. What are we going to do tonight?
Don't do
We're
it.
gonna lose tonight.
Whoa! He didn't learn. Hold on. Let's try again.
He's very stubborn.
He is. So am I.
Hey, by the way, everybody watching, share the show out. Share it out. You like what you see. Producer Joe's off camera. That's why you like what you
3
see.
drunks.
Smash the
3
like
drunks.
button.
3 drunks doing a podcast.
Don't make me turn my camera on. Don't make me do it.
Don't.
So, yeah, I think
Oh.
we're not gonna win tonight.
It's Friday night. Let people enjoy themselves.
We're winning tonight, man. We're winning the next 3 games.
We never win. We never score runs for our best pitcher. We're gonna
Look,
lose like
look
2-1.
what George says. Look what George says. He agrees with me.
Now that could be a little sarcasm.
No, that's not. He agrees
It
with
could.
me. No.
I feel like Keith has known him for 45 years.
But he says we suck.
Wait.
They know each other.
Keith, is it sarcasm before he responds, before he says? Is it sarcasm, or does he believe that we're going to 4-game sweep? Hurry.
I know George pretty darn well, and I'm gonna say he means exactly what he just wrote.
There
We
you
suck,
go.
but we're gonna sweep
There you go.
because he thinks that Arizona sucks worse.
There
Irv,
it is.
that's true, Irv. No more ant killing. That
There it is.
42% strikeout rate. That's why Beatty's got to go down. You're striking out 42% of your time. Beatty.
How do you pronounce that guy's name? Fat.
Oh, George.
No, the pitcher on the Cardinals, on the Diamondbacks.
Wait, Producer Joe, what you got to do here is you go to Google, you put the pitcher's name in there, and you do pronunciation, and you play it live, so we know exactly how to pronounce this guy's name.
We should all guess at the pronunciation.
Producer Joe's like, this is too fucking complicated.
Wait, who? Fat? For fat? It's got to be.
You
It's
just
fat.
call producer Joe
Fat.
fat.
No. The
What?
pictures don't.
Is the T styling or is the D styling?
Or is it profiling?
And the D
His
becomes
name is
one.
Fat.
No.
It's
Who's
fat.
next?
Brandon Fat.
Don't
Really?
call him fat, Farace. He doesn't
That's not
like
nice. I know.
Brandon.
I don't know what to tell you here.
Is he fat PHAT or is he fat FAT?
It's PFAAT. It's fat. That's fat.
To me, that's perfected. Perfected.
That's fat. I'm telling you.
Brandon Faddet.
Yeah, it's fat. I'm telling you.
That's
The
okay.
hairy nipple was saying something. What was that, Harry?
Oh, I know. Would you say Harry
It's
nipple?
almost
Hello,
pedactyl.
Harry.
It's almost pedactyl.
Hey,
Smacking that ass.
isn't it 3? Isn't it 3?
Yeah, I wonder what the because remember last time it was a salt and pepper shaker when
That was, yeah.
that
We
was
need-
when we blew the May in 17 or 18. This year we blew May and now we're doing smacking that ass.
Blowing.
Listen,
What?
there's the salt shaker and the pepper shaker. That was our first year. That was when we were doing great. I feel, and then June was like 6-24. That was the first year we did the show.
Oh,
That
my
was
God.
life.
Remember that?
It was. I think it was the salt and pepper shakers.
That was a nightmare that June.
Producer Joe, can you find out when we did the salt and pepper shaker? Are you looking up anything that I'm asking you to look up?
He's
No.
really drunk. Leave him alone. He's barely hosting the show.
That's fair. That's fair.
Leave him alone.
That's fair.
He
That's
peps
different from
up
every
when
other
he
week.
gets
How?
angry. Every time you say something stupid
March
and he gets mad at you,
30th.
see? That's when he
March
gets
It
power.
was
30th.
2018.
Everybody shut up. Muting all ears. March 30, 2018, Mets introduced the Salt Shaker.
I'm aiming for his
Oh,
job.
so it was the year after. No, we started.
Oh my
We started
God.
27th. This season 7. So
Yeah,
we started
no, that was
2017.
18 was the first year, and this is the 7th year in 24. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Farace, you weren't on for this either. What are your thoughts on the glove incident?
Oh my God! What a nightmare. First of all, you got to control yourself. I'll say it real quick because I'm sure that you guys covered it a lot. You got to control. You can't throw your glove in the crowd. Although that's a really cool souvenir. You saw all the guys taking
That is
pictures.
a cool souvenir.
Yeah, that's a rarity. You got to get hit in the head with a foul ball to get a baseball bat. But the interview afterwards, and I know that there was some confusion around what he said. Maybe there was a language barrier situation, but the fact of the matter remains that he tossed his glove in the stands. I do wish that our manager would have been a little bit more vocal in trying to protect him, and just getting into it with the third base umpire, because we know sometimes that'll lend a hand to get going. What do we got here? Juan. Go Mets. Is that a new name? Never before seen? Juan. Not to
That's a
be
new one. Juan.
not to be mistaken for Juan. But now he gets released. Initial thoughts of when he said that he's on the worst team was, you're not allowed to say that. We can say that, just like we said last week on the show. But did he say teammate? What, whatever. Now he gets released. Now there's stories about like his kid needs some type of transplant. Now I feel bad for the guy, but now he's gonna move on to another team. So I think the Mets made the right call. You see how they're not waiting and waiting. Everything's a quick kind of snatch off the stage. So Narvaez, all right, you're useless as now. Be gone. Whereas in previous regimes, we would be like just being tortured game after game, running Vogelback and McCann and all these guys out there. So glad to see that. So glad to see quick Narvaez gone.
Yeah, kind of where we landed too, where feel bad, but we're also kind of glad that the Mets are kind of making those snap decisions and getting rid of these sort of problems ahead of time before they become an issue. And the truth is, when you put my slippery nipple against your hairy nipple, it is the perfect combination.
Don't miss the inverted nipple.
The inverted nipple. He's an innie. His nipples are in ease.
Wait, all right. Who do we play? Rodriguez, what's going on here? Who do we play
I think
after
we need to wrap it up.
the Diamondbacks? Wait, we got one more series after the Diamondbacks. What we got?
I don't know. Keith, who we got?
I'm getting hungry. Oh, let's produce. Okay, John.
Producer Joe's coming on the show
Nationals. The Nationals are up next.
Oh my God! In the battle for third place in the National League East.
A battle for how much we suck. We're gonna take 3 out of 3 from the Nationals. I don't care who pitches. I don't care who does what.
Okay, so we got a 7-game winning streak.
We got
Now,
TBD.
next 6 out of 7. We're taking the next 6 out of 7.
Well, I thought you said we were gonna take the next 3 for this.
I never said that. I think Quintana's gonna lose.
Oh, he gave me a hard time about it.
Wow.
You praised him. That's the only reason I gave you a hard time, because you said, "Oh, his ERA is not as bad as it looks," but he's gonna lose.
No, it was that one game that he got blown up. Yeah, but it was that one game. You know how early in the season, it's just like batting average. He gave up 8 runs in 3 innings.
You still picked him to lose, right?
I did.
Okay.
I think we're gonna win 1 out of 3 against the Nationals.
What is wrong with you?
Because the whole team is a dumpster fire. And a game like the Nationals that we should win, we're not going to win. We're not.
Joe, exactly. You know what to do.
Yeah, no, I wanted to. All right, fine. There, gone.
There you go. Hey,
One
don't do that. You're gonna hurt his feelings.
1 out of 3. Come on, man.
He's a big teddy bear. You're gonna hurt his feelings.
First of all, we're gonna sweep the Diamondbacks, and then we're gonna take 2 out of 3 from the Nationals. We're winning 5 out of the next 6 games.
Look at that.
We're back. All right, Farace wants to talk. Hold on.
I'm sorry. I was asking who said that we were going to sweep the series. Was it Keith and George? I thought it was multiple.
No,
Joe said it too?
George and I are the ones who said we're going to sweep the series.
Okay. And what did you say for the Nationals?
2 out of 3.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Right, exactly. We're going to win 1 out of 3.
There is such a wide range of results for that series for some reason.
Because we suck.
But I don't know if I'm muted or not. Yeah?
No, you're not muted.
Okay. There's such a wide range of results. Really? No, there's such a wide range of results for that series.
You're
God
muted. I
damn it.
can't hear you.
You're lying. You're all bullshit.
Why don't you try the settings
Rocky.
to turn off background noise? Turn off the background noise.
Turn off me. Hold on.
Oh, shit. You just dropped off.
That's what he gets for going out drinking instead of coming on the show.
That is what he
It's
gets.
been a car wreck.
Exactly, man.
We're good. He's gonna come back on.
At least now we can
you
hear
hear me now?
ourselves talk. Yeah, now we can hear ourselves talk.
Oh, thank God he's gone. He's like,
Oh, wait a minute.
like
There he is.
like
Oh,
diarrhea.
Listen,
Oh my God,
there's no such setting on the phone.
It's
there's
even
no such
worse. It's even worse.
Oh, try this setting. Try that setting. See if
I
that
tried
setting-
these settings.
Right, yeah,
But,
try this
You
setting.
ain't got-
Try that
These are
setting.
bigger settings.
Try this setting. There you go.
Yeah, so I think that kind of covers it, right?
I don't know.
Well, I'll see you guys next week. We'll be talking about this. I'm sure I had a lot of fun. It's not a lot of fun with you guys. I had a lot of fun.
Wow. Love you too.
Yeah, let's hope this week's a little better, guys. Let's go Mets. I mean, final thoughts from my perspective is,
I will mute Farace if you're going to talk, Keith. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Joe. Final thoughts from my perspective, real quick, is I do think we have the talent on this team. I think JD Martinez had his real Mets moment yesterday. It was nice to see him hit that homer. I just need this team to wake up. I had to take a break.
That was a bomb.
Yeah, it was. But I had to take a break from watching for a couple games this week because it was just getting too much. I mean, like, we were a real dumpster fire, and we're better than that. And I think we still have a chance to come around and make a run at a wild card spot. Let's go Mets. Rodriguez, what are your final thoughts here today?
My first and final thought. All right, let's don't do that. See, don't do that. Don't do that because then I can't talk. I'm gonna have to do the show like this. This is horrible. This has been one of the best shows I've ever done.
This is the worst show ever.
The worst show ever. Here we go. First off, I'm gonna say, Farace, trust me, I missed you because I should have done other things myself, but now I can't even focus. Okay, I do miss you.
You should have come here with me.
I hate you for leaving me with this weirdo. But I think we're gonna have a good week.
You love it.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. We're gonna have a good week coming up. We're gonna probably start stomping on Arizona and take it out on Washington.
We deserve a good week.
Yeah, we don't deserve it, Joe. We're gonna take that. We're gonna take it from them. We're gonna take it from them. Step on their neck, spit on their face.
Take what we want. Take what we want. That's
who we want, what we want. It's all ours. We're gonna take it all. It'll be a good week for us. Let's go Mets. Farace, close it out. Unmute him, Joe.
It won't let me unmute him. I think they choose to mute themselves.
I think I got this. First of all, a little breaking news. These two clowns over there, am I right? They just requested the Pirates game. Pirates.
What?
Pirates.
Is that a baseball team?
Wow, that was breaking news, huh?
Sounds familiar.
All right. My final thoughts. Mets are going to take, what did I say before? They're going to take 5 of the next 6. They won last night. This is going to be what's going to get them rolling here. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. It was great service here. We're going to take that stretch, and then we're going to just build some momentum on the hairy nipple. The momentum's going to come. The pitching is going to continue to come back healthy. And I think the lineup is, I could say this till I'm blue in the face, but I feel that they're due. Lindor took that step forward. Pete with a double yesterday. I think Vientos steps up for Beatty, and then you got Alvarez, who had a 3-run shot or a 2-run shot last night, who's on the precipice coming back. So that's just another big gun instead of having, not Narvaez anymore, but Nito or whoever the clone is that we just got from the Skanks. So Alvarez is on the way. The 2 pitchers who returned, Peterson and McGill, they came back. They pitched well, and away we go. Let's get that wild card spot, baby.
I hate David Peterson. I'm just gonna say it. I have to.
He didn't pitch bad against the Dodgers.
You've been hating on David Peterson for a year and a half.
You noticed.
Yeah. All right. Well, my final thoughts are
better.
We had our worst week in years last week. We're due for a good week. Now we're coming up with a good week. Here we go. I've been talking for 6 seconds. How could you be asleep? Wake up. Wake up. There you go. I'm done. Go ahead. I'm done.
I heard every moment, Joe, and it was all enlightening.
What? It's like what? Say it.
Isn't Farace just so handsome?
This is so weird. This is the weirdest show I've ever done with you guys. Oh my
Bullshit.
God.
Is that why I'm directly behind you?
I don't know where you are. Oh, you're next to me now. Ew.
No, I'm talking about Keith has my bald shiny head right here. Perfect.
Your halo over him, Farace. Help him.
Are we closing out with producer Joe? I closed off, so I wasn't sure if he finished.
No, he had his thoughts. I fell asleep. That's why.
I think we did our final thoughts. Did we leave anybody out on their final thoughts?
No. Let's do it. Let's get up on out of here. Until we see you guys next week, we keep you updated on the Facebook group about what's going on with the New York Metropolitans. Until next week, peace out, everybody.
Good for Farace.